remembering a tragic day in Oklahoma's history. Hear stories about how that day still weighs heavy on those who lost loved ones. Plus, it's National Library Week. We have how the community feels about bans on certain books, the spring game, and a national championship. We have reactions from a big weekend in OU sports. This is OU Nightly.
It's been 31 years since the bombing of the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building. Thanks for joining us for OU Nightly. I'm Bryn Mead.
And I'm Lyndon Potter. Tonight we remember the 168 lives lost, all of whom were honored in a moving ceremony on a sunny Sunday morning in Oklahoma City.
OU Nightly reporter Kevin Daniel begins our coverage.
Silence rang out across downtown Oklahoma City Sunday morning, 168 seconds to be exact, for the 168 lives lost in the bombing of the Alfred P. Murrah Building in 1995. The morning's emotions solemnly captured in the reading of the names.
My father, Antonio Tony C. Reyes.
As the ceremony concludes, the grounds here at the National Memorial Museum, which are so used to being covered in silence, become filled with community, reflection, and storytelling.
The memories come back quickly, and it's unbelievable to me that 3 decades have passed, and that day is so vivid in my mind, it's etched there.
Arlene Blanchard is a survivor of the attack, and in the years since, has been able to reflect on the city's ability to find light in the darkness of losing friends, family, and coworkers.
When I think about April 19th, 1995, I immediately think about the darkness and the light, and how our community, in spite of what we had experienced, immediately there was such giving and hope and light.
In Oklahoma City, Kevin Daniel, OU Nightly.
Kevin, thank you. Each person lost that day has a story and a loved one who has to continue on without them every day. OU Nightly's Andrew Paredes spoke with someone at the memorial who remembers losing her sister in the bombing.
31 years. That's how long Cindy Farrell has been without her sister Susan. But today, they reunited, and she shared with me what this moment means for her.
Even after 31 years, especially at the end of the reading of the names and when the music started back and said there are going to be brighter days, you know, that song, it all takes me right back.
The moments come back for Cindy Farrell.
It just is never very far away.
The moment and the day, April 19th, 1995. When her older sister Susan Farrell was killed, along with 167 others at the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building. Susan worked for the Department of Housing and Urban Development, her chair, surrounded by her co-workers in the legal department, dressed in her favorite flowers.
She did love lilies, and I thought the forsythia was just kind of representative of her. They're cheery colors, and I think she would have just really liked those. And when I saw them, I just thought, you know, that just looks bright and cheery. She loved color.
And despite losing part of her family, Cindy says she gained a new one.
So many of the family members and survivors we've come to know over the years, they've almost become like family. And many of these people we would not know but for the mommy.
Cindy says her sister loved to help people and always helped those in need.
After she died and we went through her things, we found check after check every month that she was writing to support different charities.
Remembering Susan Farrell as someone who loved to love.
She loved her neighbors and she loved her coworkers. And you would have enjoyed knowing her and being her friend, and she would have considered you a friend.
From Oklahoma City, Andrew Paredes, OU Nightly.
Thank you, Andrew. And later this week, the National Memorial and Museum will host its annual Run to Remember Marathon. The marathon will run April 24th through the 26th. You can sign up on their website at okcmarathon.com.
Well, Bryn, we had a busy weather weekend with the storms that came through Oklahoma.
That we did, Lyndon. OU Nightly meteorologist Isaac Walters is in studio. Isaac, how's the forecast looking for the week?
Yes, after a very, very busy week of weather, we're going to see things not be as severe back to back as we saw last week. We will see some rain this week, though. The next 6 to 10 days looks pretty wet. There, that Climate Prediction Center has above average here for most of the state of Oklahoma. And we'll also be watching a severe weather threat on Thursday. So we're going to be checking very closely the next several days. We're also seeing abundant clouds in the area. We're also going to talk about maybe a potential weather forecast for the weekend for that Memorial Marathon. All of that coming up.
Thanks, Isaac. In Louisiana, a shooting that left 8 children dead and a trial is being set for a viral singer. OU Nightly's Abigail Nickel has that in today's national headlines from the News Center.
Police say 31-year-old Shamar Elkins shot and killed 8 children in Shreveport, Louisiana Sunday morning, including 7 of his own kids as well as a cousin. He also shot his wife and another woman. Both are expected to survive. Police say the victims killed range from ages 3 to 11, describing the mass shooting as domestic in nature. A 13-year-old boy escaped the home and is expected to recover.
We've more than doubled our homicides in the city of Shreveport because of one act of domestic violence. We as a community, black, white, Republican, Democrat, need to stand together and fight for what is right.
After the shooting, police say Elkins carjacked a vehicle and led police on a chase before he was ultimately killed by officers. There have been at least 116 mass shootings in the U.S. so far this year, according to the Gun Violence Archive. The Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office has filed murder charges against singer David Anthony Burke. This comes 7 months after 14-year-old Celeste Hernandez was found decomposed in the trunk of his Tesla. More than a year before that happened, Hernandez's family reported the 7th grader missing. It's not known what happened to her between that time and when she was found or exactly when she died. Burke's lawyers say they plan to defend his innocence. Right now, he is in jail without bail. Bryn, Lyndon.
Abigail, thank you. This week is National Library Week.
Find out how to find nationally banned books locally.
And some good news, gas may not be a delicacy any longer.
Expect to return to the pumps after learning why.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
No, no, no. Turn it down. Turn it off. Get a hand. Lose the bells and whistles. Drive without distractions.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
OU Nightly, it's National Library Week, and the American Library Association has released their list of the top 11 most challenged books of the year. OU Nightly's Leah Smith is live with more. Leah, what can you tell us?
Bryn, Lyndon, book censorship is a controversial topic among many. Books like The Handmaid's Tale, which I have here, have been challenged and even banned from schools and some public libraries. Now, the American Library Association's Office for Intellectual Freedom has reported over 4,000 books challenged in 2025. 92% of these challenges were made by pressure groups, government officials, and decision makers. And 40% of the titles that have been challenged represent the experiences of people of color and the LGBTQ+ community. And here at Pioneer Library Systems, they leave the decision to read these books up to their cardholders, not the government.
Yeah, just that we acknowledge that not every item will resonate with every individual. So we really respect the right of our cardholders and our families and caregivers and individuals to choose materials that reflect their values, and that we uphold everyone's right to select resources that align with their family needs. And, you know, if that book doesn't speak to you, it's probably not for you, and that's okay. And we'll help you find something else.
Some popular banned books include books like The Handmaid's Tale, The Giver, 1984, The Perks of Being a Wildflower, and To Kill a Mockingbird. Now, while they may be banned nationally, you can still find them locally at Pioneer Library Systems. Reporting live from Norman Public Library East, Leah Smith, OU Nightly.
Thanks, Leah. Gas prices are on the move once again. Megan Howarth has that and more in today's Money Matters.
Gas prices are making their way back down, but experts say it will be a slow decline. According to AAA, the national average for regular gas is $4.04 a gallon. And here in Oklahoma, the average cost is $3.37. Gas Buddy's petroleum expert says even when the Strait of Hormuz opens, it will take time for oil tankers to travel through the area, causing prices to slowly fall. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection is accepting tariff refund applications. This comes after the Supreme Court struck down most of the president's emergency duties in February. This decision suggests American importers are due about $166 billion plus interest in refunds, but not all tariffs are eligible for reimbursements at this stage. Trader Joe's agrees to a $7.4 million lawsuit over claims of receipts showing too much card information. The company says it settled to avoid a lengthy legal fight and denies any wrongdoing. If you shopped at Trader Joe's between March 2019 and July 2019, you may be eligible for a payout. Amounts will vary, and customers have until June 6th to file a claim. Bryn, Lyndon.
Thanks, Megan. Coming up, the highly anticipated Women's Gymnastics National Championship took place with the Sooners looking to win back-to-back.
See if Oklahoma had what it takes to flip into first place.
And we're going to take a look at your weather risks, the rain chances coming up into the week. Stay with us.
Water is our most precious resource and something that should be conserved and used wisely. Here is a water conservation tip you can try. In the bathroom, turn off the water while you brush your teeth. You'll save about 4 gallons per minute. That comes out to about 200 gallons a week for a family of 4. Water is life. This message was brought to you by the City of Norman. Water is our most precious resource and something that should be conserved and used wisely. Here is a water conservation tip you can try. In the bathroom, if your shower can fill a 1-gallon bucket in less than 20 seconds, replace the shower head with a water-efficient one. They are cheap, easy to install, and can save you up to 750 gallons a month. Water is life. This message was brought to you by the City of Norman.
Welcome back to OU Nightly. Happy Monday to all of you who celebrate, and also welcome to another week in Norman, Oklahoma. We see temperatures across the metro in those 70s. As we zoom out, we'll see temperatures really pretty consistently in that area as well. 84 up there in Guymon. Guymon's always giving us a little bit warmer or something different than we're seeing in the metro. Down by Ardmore, 68. So along that Red River, staying in those 60s. We're going to see some severe weather coming later on this week. On Thursday, there's a 15% risk right now. So we're going to see conditions be a little bit rainy, a little bit wet. We're going to talk about that. We're also looking now, let's time this out across the nation here. What does it look like? We're going to see a front kind of move through, bring some rain chances tomorrow. We're also going to see that severe weather come with a dry line. Out there, you're going to see it kind of come across here, and that's going to bring forth that severe weather risk right there. And then that cold front's going to move through, more of a cool front move through by the weekend. Let's time out that rain chance tomorrow, though. We have a chance of rain. Let's talk about it. We're going to see a bunch of cloud cover come in the area. As you see, as soon as those clouds hit on Tuesday morning, from that point on, there's going to be an associated chance of rain, kind of scattered light drizzle there. And then we'll see that rain chance. It's going to be very minimal, nothing very serious, but lots of clouds. And you'll see kind of some scattered showers mixed in there. And then by Thursday morning, we'll see a little bit less of those cloud coverage as we move out. Watch for that potential Thursday evening on severe weather. So tune into OU Nightly every day, 4:30, for the latest on that severe weather threat. Now, the next 6 to 10 days, we're going to be staying below average, right around near normal here in Norman on our temperatures. So we're going to see temperatures kind of dance around those 50s, 60s, as you'll see here. 60s for our high there tomorrow on Tuesday, up to nearly 80 degrees, maybe 80 degrees on that Friday. So plenty warm, right around normal here for springtime here in Norman. Allergies today have been pretty high. As you see, grass allergies high, trees allergies also high. Weed allergies low, and also mold also down low. So if you're a little bit sniffly, those other allergies are kind of contributing to that. And then mostly clear tonight. If you're going out, it's going to be a little bit cool. So in those 50s. So if you might want to grab that light jacket, looking at the next 7 days. Tomorrow, let's time this out again. Tuesday, we're going to be seeing rain chances in the area, kind of scattered. Wednesday, we're going to be staying pretty cloudy, a little warm. And then Thursday is when that severe weather threat comes in the PM hours. So afternoon is when we're expecting that to kind of take hold. And then this weekend, that Memorial Marathon, we're going to be remembering that here the next couple of days here. And we're going to be seeing there a potential for rain this weekend. It's still pretty far out right now. I remember I ran this last year, and seeing all the faces, 168 faces along the finish line was very, very powerful. It was a pretty nice day weather-wise there, but it's a very, very powerful time to be in Oklahoma City to remember the lives that were lost. And so we're hoping that the weather stays pretty clear for that day, but thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Isaac. OU women's gymnastics this weekend to achieve their third back-to-back NCAA championship in the last 11 seasons. OU Nightly sports reporter Peyton Davis was there and has the story of how it went down.
Everything is bigger in Texas, and so was the moment for Oklahoma women's gymnastics. 7 national titles is impressive, but 8, that is greatness. The Sooners get back-to-back national championships, proving why they're one of the sport's true dynasties. But this one didn't come easy. A momentum shift by LSU in the 3rd rotation put the pressure on, but this team says that they've never been more prepared.
It was a team effort from top to bottom. Everybody obviously had amazing moments on our team, but it was like a fight to the finish. I said it on Thursday. I really felt it would be, and boy, was it. What I told them was, you did everything you could, and you should be at peace because of that. Like I talked about our depth, Caitlin Smith is a great example. Everyone is prepared. Everyone can step up. And you said it was possibly an unlikely championship, and from the outside, it probably does look that way.
One of the things we said before the meet is that we've trained 515 hours to be here. We're here for a reason. We put in so much hard work and effort, and like we said, let it all out on the floor. Like, why would we hold back and not go out there and have so much fun? Like, we are so grateful to be here, and not a lot of people get to be here. So we kind of just were staying in within our bubble, and we had so much fun together.
This marks the 3rd time in program history the Sooners have won back-to-back national titles, a testament to the consistency and championship standard set by KJ Kindler. Reporting from Fort Worth, Texas, Peyton Davis, OU Nightly.
Staying with gymnastics, the men's team traveled to Illinois to compete in the NCAA championship.
And speaking of champions, the OKC Thunder started their postseason journey to go back-to-back.
One OU softball player tied a historic record, and another Sooner team made their debut to fans over the weekend. All this and more coming up next in sports.
Winter is upon us, and every Oklahoman knows that that means unpredictable freezing temperatures. One of the main concerns with freezing temperatures is the damage they can cause to your home or business should they cause your water pipes to freeze over. Older homes, especially those without proper insulation or that have basements or crawl spaces with exposed pipes, are particularly susceptible to this. Here is Rachel Croft, City of Norman Water Treatment Plant Manager, to show you the proper steps you can take to prevent your pipes from freezing.
The good news is you don't need to run a whole lot of water in order to combat freezing from your pipes. Here's how you do it. Another thing that you can do to help is to open your cabinet drawers to make sure that warm air throughout your home is getting to your faucet pipes. But you want to make sure to remove any harmful chemicals that any small children or pets could have the ability to reach.
Following these steps can help save money on your water bill and help to conserve Norman's water supply.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Dawson, and it's time for sports. The OKC Thunder got off to a hot start in their first playoff game defending last year's title against the Phoenix Suns. OU Nightly's Chris Holman has the story.
The Thunder dominated the Suns 119-84 to open up the playoffs, but that isn't what made this game special. April 19th marks the 31st anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombing, and the Thunder know how important this day is to this city.
That's the top of everyone's mind in Oklahoma waking up this morning. And we just try to go out there, compete, give them a show, and I guess kind of take their minds off the tragedy and give them something to be happy about today. But yeah, nonetheless, it's created the character and the power in this city, and we wrote off that tonight for sure with the crowd.
You have something that goes from tragedy into kind of that triumph story, and just how much the city was able to come together instead of splitting apart. And that was through the team. So I think that was really special, and I think that's one of the reasons we have that really cool bond with the fan base.
The Thunder have now won their last 9 first-round games and look to sweep the first round for the 3rd year in a row. Reporting from the Paycom Center, Chris Holman, OU Nightly.
Thanks, Chris. Oklahoma football concluded spring ball with their spring game Saturday, giving fans a taste of what to expect this fall from Team 132.
The rushing attack has been the big point of emphasis for the Sooners. They have to find a way to get better. Today they showed it a little bit in the spring game. They ran the ball 47 times between the two teams for just over 170 yards, had 3 rushing touchdowns. Here's what head coach Brent Venables likes about the improvement.
Really proud of that group. They worked incredibly hard. D-Lin did a fantastic job of giving them the tools to be able to go and execute at a high level. We had more explosive runs this spring than we had in the previous 3 years in all those springs combined.
I think the running backs, they ran violent, they ran hard downhill, they were able to break some, trash arm tackles.
I'm just thankful for it, I know I got to use my opportunity because, we have a pretty good running back room, so it's just using my opportunity and applying it to the field.
True freshman DeSeven Walker led the team in rushing with 8 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown as his red team defeated the white team 31-3. From Owen Field, Hunter Cornejo, OU Nightly.
Thanks, Hunter. OU softball lost their first home game of the season Saturday to number 6 Arkansas, and the Sooners responded Sunday with the 11-1 run rule victory over the Razorbacks to win the series as Kendall Wells' 34th home run tied Jocelyn Allo for OU's single-season home run record. Number 14 Oklahoma baseball swept Mizzou in their weekend home series, and the Tigers never caught a lead, with the Sooners outscoring them 21-10 over 3 games. OU is back on the diamond Tuesday in Norman against Oral Roberts at 6:30. Kelton Christensen, Tyler Flores, and Nathan Roman all won individual national championships as the OU men's gymnastics team finished as the national runner-up at the 2026 NCAA Championships. Bren, Lyndon.
Thanks, Jamin. And coming up, a local Oklahoma hero crowned for his life-saving tactics.
Find out who is taking the throne at a high school just 45 minutes away.
Did you know that items like paint, cleaning solutions, pesticides, solvents, and other chemicals are considered household hazardous waste? These chemicals are dangerous to our environment and water quality when they are dumped in our storm drains or gutters. Fortunately, the City of Norman has a dedicated household hazardous waste facility where you can properly dispose of these items. Call 405-366-5463 to make an appointment. For more information, visit bit.ly/Norman Stormwater. Did you know that trash, like plastic bottles and fast food wrappers, can carry germs and bacteria? When these items are tossed in the street, they eventually find their way to a river or lake and have a negative impact on aquatic life. Keep our waters clean by putting your trash in the bin. For more information, visit bit.ly/Norman Stormwater. Water is our most precious resource and something that should be conserved and used wisely. Here is a water conservation tip you can try. In the bathroom, turn off the water while you brush your teeth. You'll save about 4 gallons per minute. That comes out to about 200 gallons a week for a family of 4. Water is life. This message was brought to you by the City of Norman. Water is our most precious resource and something that should be conserved and used wisely. Here are some water conservation tips you can try. In the kitchen, collect the excess water you use to rinse produce and use it to water houseplants. Also, soak your pots and pans instead of letting the water run while you scrape them. Water is life. This message was brought to you by the City of Norman.
Campbell at the OU Nightly Update Desk. Breaking news on a story we brought to you earlier. Senior David Anthony Burt has pleaded not guilty to all charges in connection with the killing of 14-year-old Celeste Hernandez. The Los Angeles County District Attorney Office filed murder charges against him earlier today. Burt's lawyers say they plan to defend his innocence. Bryn, Lyndon.
Thanks, Alyssa. And Isaac, let's take another look at that Thursday severe weather.
Yeah, so let's take a look. Now we're going to see temperatures kind of stay pretty consistent. That severe weather on Thursday is going to be in the evening. We're going to be keeping a close eye on that. Right now, it's kind of looking more of a hail and wind threat. We'll keep a very close eye on it as we move throughout this week. So make sure you're tuning in at 4:30 every day this week.
Thanks. And a king in his castle, or rather his high school. Pauls Valley High Principal Kirk Moore was crowned this weekend at the school prom for stopping a shooting in its tracks.
Students voted to honor Moore after he acted bravely on April 7th. Moore tackled the suspect and was even injured in the process after a former student brought a weapon into the high school.
And thanks for watching OU Nightly. I'm Bryn Mead.
And I'm Lyndon Potter. Be sure to watch OU Nightly live weekdays at 4:30. Have a great night.
Yeah.